And the style is very just unique in the sense that it has like a little bit of a European flair. It's nothing you're going to see in Boston. I can promise you that. Boston needs like some edge. We need some coolness factor. All these, other brands that are just, it just feels very overdone, or you could see it out and I can name where that's from or something. Mm-hmm. I want you to kind of feel different and really like confident in those choices. Because if you're not shown those choices, you don't have, like, you don't know that you have them, right? Yeah. Unless you're gonna like go and search for them. That's my job. I bring them to you, and you can you can pick and choose. But it's very elegant, very sophisticated, very sexy. We do a lot of things that kind of push the limits for Boston, which I love. That was one of the goals. We have lingerie, we have sex toys. Can you say that?
Is that all right to mention sex toys?
We sell everything, so
I'm dying. No, the people need to know. That's amazing. Need to know. That's amazing to go to lingerie.
Exactly. We have everything for like a date night. It's really fun.
What I love most, just taking a look at some of the pieces on the website, is also the versatility. I know you're saying that there's some sexiness there, which for sure there is, but because of a lot of the pieces have that like classic elegance to them, they can easily transition to. So you may wear like one of the pants and a top with a blazer over it, and that can get you like by in the office, but then you pop that blazer off and you're good to go for dinner. And I think that's the like what people look for the most, right? Is people don't have the time to go home. I know me, if I go home after work, well, I work from home, but like theoretically speaking, when I used to work in the office, like if I would go home, then I'm home for the night. So if I had to go home and change and then go out, it's just difficult. And I also hate like getting dressed in the morning and then hoping that it takes me like all the way, because you just feel like yucky. Yeah. So it's nice when you can just take a layer off, right? And then you feel like you have a fresh new outfit on again.
For sure.
So that's really nice.
We also, like, when you come into the shop, which I think kind of like sets us apart from other stores, is when we style you, we're telling you like 12 other ways to wear this skirt that you probably haven't thought of or don't want to take the time to think of, because it's annoying and people don't know how to style themselves, and that's totally fine. That's what we do. If we're being honest, it's true.
Brutally honest.
Everyone comes in and they say, oh, I don't know how to wear this. We'll tell you 12 different ways.
What do you think is the biggest mistake people are making?
Honestly, there's no mistakes in fashion. You can literally just wear it and be so confident. I think the biggest mistake is like people put things on. They're like, I don't like how I look in this. And I'm like, stand up straight, cuff your sleeves, push this up, put on a heel. And get out there. Like, you can do it, you know?
It's like the zhuzhing.
Yeah, and that's really what we show. And we're like, okay, do you have a black bag? Do you have this? Like, we kind of build that staple wardrobe. But yeah, no, I wear some crazy stuff. All the girls in the shop really push the boundaries. All the stylists there, I love. They've never come in not wearing anything because they're so confident and they're so good at what they do. So that's really all it is. But yeah, I think that's what I would say.
Yeah, but also too, I think that it's the fit, like you were talking about. Mm-hmm. I've had stylists on the show before, and we've also had girls where we talked about like body image and stuff. And I think one of the biggest mistakes is either we're trying to stay in that size down because it feels more comfortable than going up a size, when in reality, if you just moved up, it would have fit you like so much better, right? And it would have looked that much better. So not being afraid to do that. And then also same thing, like if like for me, with my chest, like I have to go up a size in a lot of shirts, but then they don't fit me right. So it's like the tailoring so that it's still not too oversized. So if it's bringing it in certain places or just going up a size here, I feel like those are the things that make a huge difference. It's not even just that, oh, that shirt doesn't look good on you. It's just we need to make sure it's fitting you properly.
Yeah. And I realized, and it's even more apparent now that I'm buying the clothes, every brand has a different size run.
Totally. Especially if you're doing like a lot of European fashion
and
too.
And then you add in the international brands and it's like even more bizarre. So people pull something and I'm like, they think it's really small and they want to go up a size and they feel really bad about it and they get discouraged. And I'm like, don't look at the sizes. Pick one out, start there. We'll go from there. We'll figure out the rest, because every brand is different, and then every country is different sizing. So it's just I could be a large in one thing and an extra small in another. So don't get discouraged. There is no universal size chart. And
I agree.
Also, like, I've been every size in the book. I know a lot of people don't know this about me, but I used to be like much heavier.
When?
Like, I was in high school, and I was probably like 30 to 40 pounds heavier than I am now.
Really?
I've been every size in the book. I've been so small that I like wanted to gain weight to be heavier so people wouldn't make fun of me. Then they started making fun of me for being too heavy. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be the size that I want because you can't make anybody happy. And now working with this store, I can connect with people that way because I'm like, okay, you just have to, be comfortable.
Yeah.
Because it's really up to you and to dress yourself well, because that's what I did through all those years.
Yeah.
And I never cared.
I love that attitude.
Yeah.
It's so important to have. And honestly, I think once you just appreciate who you are in your body and whatever size that may be, like, I go for an extra large and things because I want it to be oversized, and like the size won't scare you as much if you just focus on loving who you are. And I think that you're helping people to do that, which is really special.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.